Hello, and welcome to Season 3, Part 2 of this Project Cars career mode series. I didn't actually, so I've missed off, I actually lost some of the footage. So this is actually the end of Race 1 in Barcelona, Catalunya. And we are first, hooray! And we are going to bring it home, barring any surprises in the last two corners. I think we losing a little bit of grip. That was a bit of to that chicane a bit deeply, but no matter, because we have a very comfortable 6-odd second lead. And yeah, so this is a fantastic start to the European trophy. So we won the British trophy, and this is the European trophy. If we finish. So what we're going for is a place in the World Championships, Formula Rookie World Championships. If we finish in the top 3 overall out of 4 races of this Euro Trophy, then we make it to the World. So that's what we're gonna try and do. Off to a good start, 32 points, 1 race win, and as you can see, we're on pole. Well, you could see incredibly briefly, we're on pole for the second race as well. So. Just got to keep things together, just got to keep it smooth. We're much faster than the rest of the field, so yeah, it shouldn't be a problem at all. Just double checking that everything's fine. We've got the right amount of fuel in, we've got the right tyres on, etc. I haven't actually fiddled around with the setup really yet, this Formula Rookie, but I think I might actually sort of did a bit of research very recently on what tweaking various things would do. But anyway, more on that a bit later. So we're going very, very defensive and very wide as well. But we had just a big enough gap to hold that together. So again, going defensive, making sure that no one tries anything that might. Basically, that might take us out of the Grand Prix rather than actually overtake us. I'm not really that worried about people overtaking us. It's more them hitting us and putting us last. But he does try it somewhat. That is Cyril Prado, we're going to go for Prado. I don't even know. I'm going to stop saying that. I swear they've put incredibly hard to pronounce names in this game, just to throw anyone who's trying to make something like I'm doing right now. But there's that old that right-hander where we make a second on the rest of the pack. So we've now got a very comfortable gap, and we're going to jump ahead to lap 7 of 7. Where we still have a far more comfortable gap really, and just taking it very, very easy and slow through these last 2 corners. So not aggressive on the curves whatsoever. This is incredibly slow, sort of slowed down to a very pedestrian but very safe speed, and I'm sort of driving over to the pit wall there just because that is 2 from 2, and there is the championship after the end of round 1. So the end of the two races in round 1, the sprint race and the full race, and we have a fairly comfortable 20-odd second lead. So this is skipping forward to qualifying in Donington, and as you can see, it's wet, and this is wet in the race is not that bad for me, and we've binned it into so that was us failing to get anywhere above 12th in qualifying. It's really the wet in qualifying that can screw up a race, because the AI for some reason seem fast in qualifying, or they can, when the track's drying or becoming dry or becoming wet, they seem to be quicker than me. But we've got an incredibly good start, back from 12th on the grid, already up to 8th, and just got to make sure that no one hits us, so we take it easy and slip back down to ninth, but that's okay. There's some cars going off the side there and squeezing us out, and we have to just back off and make sure we don't run into the back of anyone. There's P10 has slipped up, so we've lost a few places there, and they're going to be aggressive into this corner, but we are much faster, and oh my god, there was someone to our left there. Didn't miss who that was, but much drama at the start of this Grand Prix, but 8th is absolutely fantastic. I mean, 8th would pretty much, if we could finish 8th, that would pretty much guarantee us a top 3 finish in the championship, which is all we need, remember. So skipping forward to the end of lap 2, we are on the big back straight. We are going to take a lot of speed into this chicane, and way too much speed, because we hit Kieron De Haas, who was in front of us, and I take the blame for that. That was, I mean, he was going very slowly through this chicane, but there was no need for me to rear-end it, but actually not much harm done apart from we dropped back a bit. So taking a lot of speed through that very fast right-hander, and we passed Kieron De Grasse with possibly a wheel on the grass there, passing him in style up to P7, and we're going to take this corner very easy, or a bit tight, to go defensive. And it looks like that is William John Morgan, perhaps, in P6 now. So we are, for some reason, I am activating the PlayStation commands thing. I don't know quite what I said there. Maybe P6. I'm not sure. And we touch John Morgan, and that was unfortunate. I'm going to chalk that down to a racing incident. That was a very light touch. Maybe not that proud of the way that we passed him, but P6 is next, and that is P5. Sorry, and I thought we had him. That's Italo Booster, nice name, in front of us. And I thought we had him, but we braked too early, and he braked very late and slipped up the inside. But we're gonna. So this is lap 5, and oh my god, if we screw this up, this could be the whole race. And no, and get a little tap. And that was that was brave, even if I do say so myself. We'll take a replay of it. We get quite a good drive out of that final corner and just get into Booster's slipstream, getting a. I'm not going to say getting a boost. I'm not. Anyway, and this. I mean, if we collided, that could be no points, where we could have just settled for 6, and I think that was possibly what I should have done in hindsight. But you got to go for these things. Threw it up the inside, broke late. He cuts. He just does not care where we are on the track, does he, at all? And he takes a very normal line, despite the fact that we were obviously trying to pass him. But no harm done, and a very well fought 21 points. It's not often that I've managed to come through the field like that against these AI cars without either me hitting them or them hitting me. And yeah, really quite pleased with that, actually. And that was a really fun race. So we're all the way back down in P15 for this wet race, but it almost doesn't matter what with the gap that we have in the championship, what happens here, but it could be fun nonetheless. The AI cars with a very slow getaway, and we clip one of them there. Coming into this first corner, I'm going to say it's incredibly slowly, and they're probably not. No, they're not. And we are still P15 after that risky start, but we are still on the rather wet black stuff here at Donington in the sunny old UK. And a bit of aggression, and everyone is still pointing in the right direction somehow. Thomas something there. We're up alongside. He puts a wheel on the grass, or a couple probably, it looked like, but far able to. And the AI in the wet, or at least I'm finding on this track, can brake very late and have no problems with losing the back end. Whereas and everyone about, what's that, like 7 cars off track and maintaining full speed on the gravel. That really needs fixing. That really bugs me. But I'm not going to complain too much, because that is P10, and that is more than we could have hoped for from starting P15. And if we can just, and as a quick, I'm checking just to see who is in what place there, but that was too quick for us to be able to see anything, and we brake early, and it's Italo Booster who tries to pass us from so far back, able to brake so much later than we can in this wet. I mean, if I tried to, I can't even. I've tried, and maybe it's me being a bit slow in the wet, but I'm just doing all I can to stay stable through this corner, and he just does not give a shit. And there we go, ending up in the gravel. So that will be last place and 0 points from the race, or 1 point from the race, sorry, which means that we're gonna get a confirmation of second place in the championship. It is Cyril, the unpronounceable name, in first, and only by, what's that, 6 points, 5.6 points. Sorry, my screen is very small when I'm recording this, so I can't quite see. But yeah, that means that big announcement. There'll be a part 3 to this season 3 series. So yeah, thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you for that.